Marcus Rashford contract clause expires, and Red Devils star charged by FA. Manchester United have received mixed news, both in and outside of Old Trafford, including a key update concerning Marcus Rashford's transfer future. Michael Carrick has a job on his hands maintaining Manchester United's momentum once the club returns to action. Following the international break, the Red Devils have another week off while the FA Cup quarter-finals take centre stage. The squad is soon set to depart for an intensive training camp in Ireland to keep the wheels greased. The squad will travel to Dublin on April 6th for a 4-night stay before the final 7 games of the season. However, there's already a fair bit of maintenance to contend with. Thankfully for Carrick, however, to developing situations are outside his control as he seeks to focus efforts on on-field matters. One such piece of business he won't be able to do much about is Marcus Rashford's transfer fate. Mirror Football explores that and more in the latest United headlines. 4 months now, many have been scratching their heads over what has been holding Barcelona back from securing Rashford's signature on a long-term contract. The exclusive £26 million fee included in his loan contract at the Camp Nou was considered by many to be a bargain. But that deal is no longer on the table. Cadena SE reported that the terms of that arrangement expired at the end of March. What that now means is that Barca will have to negotiate a price for the player, just like any other club. It could be a sign that the Catalans aren't committed to signing the England forward permanently. Or it could simply suggest Barcelona are yet to make up their mind at a time when the club's finances are in a precarious position. Club legend turned sporting director Deco was recently asked about Barca's chances of signing Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez. He described the 3 months until summer as like an eternity, so it stands to reason that he and other board members may share a similar view of Rashford's prospects. It's unclear how much United may want for their player, or whether Barca may still get a slightly sweetened deal as a favour to Rashford, who wants the permanent switch. However, one thing that's for sure is that the Spaniards will be expected to fork out a higher fee than the bargain sum they could have paid as they had moved more swiftly. Harry Maguire's immediate involvement in Carrick's plans has been thrown into doubt after he was charged by the Football Association. It was revealed on Wednesday that the England defender is at risk of further punishment following his red card at Bournemouth last month. Maguire, 33, was shown a straight red card for pulling Evanilson's jersey in the box before Bournemouth converted the resulting penalty to draw 2-2. However, it was his incensed reaction to referee Stewart Atwell and fourth official Matt Donoghue that earned him a charge. Harry Maguire has been charged after being sent off in the 78th minute of Manut's Premier League match against Bournemouth on March 20th, read an FA statement. It's alleged that the defender acted in an improper manner or abusive or insulting words or behaviour towards the fourth official following his dismissal. Harry Maguire has until April 2nd to provide a response. Maguire's suspension meant he was already due to miss United's game against Leeds on April 13th. However, his ban could be extended depending on the outcome of his charge and whether United chooses to appeal. Carrick also vented his anger over the incident, saying his side should have had a second spot kick. Amad Diallo went down under a challenge from Adrian Truffert, but the VAR decided the contact wasn't enough to warrant a penalty, though Bruno Fernandes had already converted once from the spot. "We should have had another penalty," Carrick told Sky Sports at the time. "Obviously, if you get one, you must get the other. It's pretty much identical for me to hand grab. Either way, the ref got one wrong, but to give one and not give the other, I can't get my head around it. I think it's crazy. It's a bit baffling, really. Because of that, they score, and then it's chaos after that, really. We should have had another penalty, and the game would have been totally different." Marcus Rashford's €30 million Barcelona transfer clause, truth behind expiry claims revealed, as manunited wait on decision. Reports of the purchase option in Marcus Rashford's loan agreement at Barcelona expiring have been addressed by transfer expert Fabrizio Romano. It has been suggested that the €30 million, £26 million, $35 million buyout clause in the winger's deal at Camp Nou is no longer valid, with parent club Manchester United therefore in a position to dictate what happens in the summer window. Rashford, having spent the second half of last season at Aston Villa, stepped out of his Premier League comfort zone ahead of the 2025-26 campaign when heading to Catalonia. An initial season-long deal was struck with La Liga giants Barca. A productive spell in Spain has been enjoyed, with Rashford registering 9 goals and 10 assists while working under the guidance of Hansi Flick. He's back in favour with the England national team and expected to form part of 2026 World Cup plans.